So today I'm going to interview Joe Kiser about a time he took the lead as a listing agent for a family of 6 siblings and how they chose the right offer.
Hey guys, it's the Madrona Group real estate team.
So Joe, tell us a little bit about this family.
All right. Well, this family, all 6 siblings were raised in this home. They were all adults now. Some had moved out of state. They had had this home in their family for since the 40s. And they needed to sell it to fund their mom's long-term care, who was living in the home unassisted at the time, and they were going to put her into full-time care.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of emotion involved in this.
There really was, and everyone has a different emotional draw to what's going on. And
tell us a little bit about the house and where it's located.
it was a really cute house in Loyal Heights, which is a very hot part of Ballard.
Okay.
A very family-centered area, a neighborhood with a lot of character and charm.
So it sounds like it's probably going to be in pretty high demand.
It was, because the lot was fairly big, and the house was really small, and so there's a lot of demand to be one in that neighborhood, and a lot of demand from builders to develop that neighborhood.
Yeah, I was going to say, uh-oh, builders.
Yep, that was part of the mix here.
Yeah. All right, so you put it on market. How did it go?
Well, like you'd expect, we had multiple offers. It was at the beginning of the real heated up market too. So if it came on today, we'd probably even have more offers. But I think we ended up somewhere around 8 offers on this home.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem. It is stressful, but it's a great problem.
All right, so now we got 6 siblings all trying to make a decision on a family home, and you got 8 different offers to choose from. So first of all, how did you present all those offers?
Explaining to my sellers that there's 2 things that need to happen here. Obviously, we want as much money as we can get for your family home.
Right.
It's going to be the best for your long-term care and all of that. But secondly, we need this to close.
Yeah. You boil it down to the top 2 or 3, or?
Yeah, there's always a couple that stand out, whether it's communication from the agent, so you just feel comfortable, the terms, lack of contingencies, types of financing. So there's always a couple that stand out, and we can get rid of a couple real quick.
Yeah, and I know we always put them we have a spreadsheet where we document everything, and so we can really go down and weigh out the pros and cons and share the different values to the client. So what did you come up with? One
thing to consider was that they lived in the neighborhood for a long time. They were an established family, and they had some personal commitment to the neighborhood and their neighbors. So for them, they really wanted to have somebody that was going to appreciate the integrity of the neighborhood.
So that kind of thing matters?
It did matter to some of them.
Okay.
And then some of the parties just wanted the highest net dollar.
Right.
And so we had to look at both of those on the emotional and the practical sense. One of the offers that threw a curveball to everybody came in at the last minute. And it was just, I will beat any other offer by X amount of dollars, cash.
Okay.
Yeah, and
that sounds like your investor.
Yeah, that was a builder.
Okay.
And I knew a couple things instantly. One is this guy had never even seen this property. He was just running a radius in a certain area that he wants to build, and they were just throwing blind offers out on those places. It had the square footage that the builder wanted, but he hadn't seen it. And when you go in there and start working with the city and tying up places, you might find that you can't build all 3 units, you can only build 2, and now it's not going to pencil out for the builder.
And then it ends up not closing, it comes back to market. We have days on market, our buyer pool's diminished. A lot of things could really go wrong getting tied up in something like that.
Yeah, on the practicality side of things, but also then if you think about the sellers and their initial need. They have tied up a place for their mother to go and be taken care of, and if they don't have the money to fund that, now what happens? That place gets rented out to somebody else, and then they're all back to square one. We had a young couple that wrote a letter, and that doesn't always work, and it worked with some of the siblings and not the others. But what was really nice to see is that they had put a lot of money down. They had family members that were helping them come up with a large down payment. So we knew there was a real commitment there. Yeah. Their lender called me early on, so I knew the whole scenario.
So you felt really good about that deal?
We did. They had come to the place several times. They had waived their inspection. Given that, the amount difference that the builder was going to spend to tie this place up really brought on more risk than it did reward.
Okay, so what was the final outcome?
Well, the final outcome is that there's some new happy homeowners that were able to maintain the integrity and the charm of the community in Loyal Heights.
Awesome, and all 6 sellers were ultimately pretty happy?
Everybody was happy.
Hey, don't forget to visit us at www.themadronagroup.com.
or call us at 206-351-0543. We look forward to helping you.
Thanks for watching.